Hello, 12th class. This is Vanna Shrivastava to take your next class in English literature. I wish that you stay safe from this ominous pandemic. Today, we are going to start our new story, The Sound Machine by Roald Dahl. Before we commence on, dear students, let us be introduced with our author of The Sound Machine story, Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was born in 1916 and died in 1990. Was a British novelist, short story writer, poet, screenwriter, and a fighter pilot. He is one of the best-selling authors and a great storyteller for children of 20th century. His writings meant for children brought him immense popularity. His books have sold more than 250 million copies worldwide. Dahl's short stories and his children's books are known for their unexpected endings. His books champion the kind-hearted and feature an underlying warm sentiment. His major works include James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, The Witches, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and etc. The Sound Machine is a popular short story which was first published in September 1949, issue of the magazine The New Yorker. It is the story of a man who is obsessed with sounds and who creates a sound machine and claims to hear the shrieks of plants or trees when they are hurt. His machine adjusts the high-pitched sound to the level. So the author has kept the title of the story, The Sound Machine, is appropriate as it revolves around the sound machine created by the protagonist of the story. His name is Klausner. And the use of the definite article, the, signifies the fact that the author is not referring to any sound machine, but the one created by Klausner. So let us go with the summary of this story, and then we will nicely understand what does the author mean by this sound machine title. The Sound Machine is a thought-provoking story that invites us to ponder over all things in nature. Klausner is an amateur scientist who believes that there are sounds that are low-pitched or so high-pitched that human ear can't hear them. And he is so fascinated with acoustics, means the sound, that he is yearning to test his theory, for which he has contrived a machine with which he wants to prove that the high-frequency sound vibrations are audible to human ear. Klausner is a strange scientist who is experimenting on sound vibrations to study how the plants feel pain when they are cut. With a small machine, he studies the vibrations of the plants. As he first asks the neighbor, Mrs. Saunders, to snip the stem of a plant. She suspects him to have gone mad. The next day he experiments further. He makes a cut on a tree, and to his horror, he hears a terrible groan as the axe makes the incision. He calls the doctor to hear it. But before the doctor could hear it, a huge branch of the tree tumbled on them, and the men escaped the impact, but the machine was crushed. The agony of the tree made Klausner feel that if he can feel the pain like a human, it can also be treated like a human. So he asked the doctor to apply machine on the gashes. Seeing the mad expression of Klausner, the doctor applies medicine and also promises to keep doing it till the wounds heal. And after this, they walk away. So, this story is a grim reminder to all the human beings not to cut plants and trees indiscriminately. Human beings are ignoring the nature sound, which it gives out through a number of natural calamities as a warning. If we continue to ignore the sounds of nature and keep on indiscriminately cutting trees, we will meet the same fate as the sound machine. The sound machine was destroyed by an agent of nature, that is the tree. Klausner and Dr. Scott survived as they timely got away from it. So, dear students, through this summary or the story that is written by Roald Dahl, we get the two main themes. That is, the new crazy ideas. The story conveys the idea that all discoveries and inventions have been the result of new crazy ideas. Whenever a new idea is flouted, we are bound to react to it as something crazy, and we begin to call the person who dares to have such an idea a crazy, mad, abnormal, etc. As in this story, Klausner, an amateur scientist, is obsessed with acoustics, means in the study of sound. And then the second theme is the concern for environment. Another theme of the story that only very sensitive persons have the hearts and minds to visualize and feel delicate things like the pain of the plants. And the writer draws our attention to the harm we cause when we fell down trees, by making us aware that plants are like us. He wants us to respect plant life, to conserve environment. So, dear students, though Klausner's, who is the protagonist of the story, who had made the sound machine, though Klausner's machine is a figment, just the creation of his imagination, we should keep in mind the experiments done by Jagdish Chandra Bose in his laboratory in Calcutta. He proved through his scientific devices that plants have life and feel pain. So the author just wants us to stop being deaf to plant life, without which our life is at great peril. He makes us conscious of the conservation of plants and the need to be sensitive to their pain. So today we have gone with the introductory class of this sound machine story. In our next meet, we will enjoy the story in detail. Till then, dear children, have a nice time. Thank you.